Yo, man, it's almost 4:30. I gotta get the fuck out of here.
This is the Social Norm.
1, 2. You want top dollar and
Yep. Yo. You already know what it is, man. We back it again with another one. I'm your boy Canteen. This is my man Beans.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
Hey, it's Social Norm. We're going to go ahead and talk to y'all, man. Today's episode 174, is called Dealing with Messy People. And let's go ahead and just jump right into it, Beans. Last couple episodes, we had been following this girl about the whole brick, getting hit with a brick.
Yes.
And a lot of people had a problem with my point of view on it, where I said, you know what, I'm just not going to go run and help a woman, help anybody, just because she's a woman.
Yeah.
I need to know her background. I need to kind of check out the scene before I just jump in.
Yeah, that was a lot of the census online. Like, they wanted the whole story.
Exactly. And the fact is, sometimes you need to know what you're jumping into before you just jump into it. So we're about to watch a little video and kind of see what really this woman was all about. All right, let's get into it. Oh, and shout out to everybody who rock with us, man. Go hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you don't miss none of our videos, all right? We appreciate everybody who rock with us. All right, let's get this video up and running.
To come out that these blackmail simps to give her $35,000 in just one day. Everybody was throwing money at her left and right, and now she's been able to scam over $42,000 while she's laughing at all the fools who believed her.
Now she's gotten $42,000 from people, men probably and women, but mainly probably men who feel guilty that this black woman got hurt by a black man. Let's watch the rest of this video.
It didn't take long to come out that this wasn't her first time pulling off this same scam.
You grew up and they mad because you trying to beat somebody. They mad because you trying to beat somebody. I'm trying to be a doctor and they mad. Look what they did to me. Look what they did to me for no reason. They don't beat me up. I'm 30 years old. They gonna beat me up. Grown ass try to beat me up. Grown ass try to beat me up for no reason. Look at me. I'm not a bad person. Y'all know that. Y'all.
No, we don't know that. We don't know shit about you. Talking about you not a bad person.
No, I'm a good person. And they try to do this to me.
Very similar, huh? Same spill. Acting like some man did something to her and men at a club put hands on her out of jealousy because she wanted to be a doctor. The same feminist lie and Ms. Sandra's talking point that these idiots really believe. And even in that situation, she got thousands from GoFundMe. That was 3 years ago in 2020.
Pause for a second. Now, this is where I got to get in. The fact is, this woman is faking like she's getting attacked by men. And the story for this one was because she wanted to be a doctor. Think about this. I want y'all to have some fucking common sense. What man, women, y'all have this low, or not even that you have this low of a belief about men, but you're that naive, right, to believe this story. And if you're a man and you're that naive to believe this story, you're right there with the crowd, that a person would attack another person because they wanted to do a profession. It ain't like you attacked her because she wanted to be a prostitute or she wanted to be a stripper or she wanted to, kill babies. She wanted to say she was a doctor. What person would attack somebody for that?
Exactly.
That doesn't make sense.
Even when people don't, in general, don't like cops, you don't outright attack somebody.
Says, I want to become a cop.
No, like, they say something like, yo, you goofy. Why would you want to be one of those? But they won't outright hit you in the face for saying the stuff like that.
So when you put two and two together and really look at everything with common sense, you will really start to see that something just ain't right. Word to Keith Sweat.
If y'all was on our live last night, y'all would have saw the investigation we did, the surveillance we did, the phone calls we made, the people we talked to, only to discover this was all a hoax.
That's why the fucking 5 men who she was screaming at, looking at her like, what are you talking about?
Exactly.
I told everybody that I saw this video, I said, let me say something. They're like, they're not real men because they didn't help her. I said, yo, men who stand on a corner in the hood outside a corner store usually are the same men who always stand on the corner of a corner store. They've been out there for years. So they've been seeing nonsense happen all the time. They see the people who are scammers. They see the people who are out here selling themselves. They see it all. So they already know what some people are about and what other people are not. So they like, yo, we know her. She's a scammer. I'm not about to interrupt nothing she's doing. I'm not even gonna involve myself in this. And I told people it don't make no sense.
It don't. I always say wait till the full story's out before we start
rushing to make conclusions.
Yes.
After contacting the police, the internet contacted the police has no report of the incident. After the venue owner, right there where it happened, checked all of his surveillance cameras, he alleges nothing like this ever happened, that she just came out of nowhere with all these accusations. The guys that were standing around in this video says they never saw the incident. They just heard her screaming and yelling and yapping, and they called the police. She was out there acting crazy and ridiculous, and they just said they left when the police got there. But they
now, if y'all remember the original story, she said her and her friend, she took her friend that she hadn't seen in years to the club. Then they went to go get some food. A guy approached her, asked for her number. She declined. He picked up a brick and threw it at her. And all that story, let me ask y'all this. Do you think if a girl went with another girl, as much as women go to bathrooms together, go to fucking everywhere together, tag team, why wasn't she on that video?
Yeah, that was the next question. Like, where was your friend at when dude picked up the brick? Like, your friend would be like, yo, let's go. This dude bugging. Let's get out of here.
But why wouldn't she was talking on the video? Why wouldn't her friend next to her saying, yeah, this happened, confirming it? This is what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. Sometimes messy people are going to bring all kind of nonsense to you. You got to be a logical, free-thinking person to say, wait a minute, I'm going to ask some questions first before I just hear a woman crying and I'm just supposed to run to her rescue.
It never saw anybody hit her with the brick. So long story short, this woman does a lot for views, likes, and GoFundMes. Go look at her GoFundMe history. Go look at her viral history. She does whatever she can to get viral. And the internet is believing that she did sustain real injuries somehow, but she used that to make money and to gain fame through viral videos.
Pause. And if you think they lying about this, you ever see thin line between love and hate? You don't know what crazy look like. You ever seen Fight Club?
Yeah.
There's people out here who will hit themselves to make a story look realistic. She's fucking crazy. She's crazy. Let's just be real. She wanted to beat herself across the head and come up with some cockamamie story.
And she knew it would work if she blamed black men. And look what happened. Black women lost their mind.
Ladies, I want y'all to see this right here. For every woman that lost their mind about this situation, I want you to understand something. When they say women are gullible and they believe anything, you're the one they're talking about. You're the one that this is why you need men, because you fall for shit all the time. And for the men who did fall for this nonsense, step your motherfucking game up, dude, because you getting real feminine out here.
And this is my whole problem with this whole thing. Like, number one, let's say the next time if something actually does happen to her, no one's gonna believe
because she gonna cry wolf.
Yeah, she done cried wolf too much.
But this
my second problem.
Go ahead and talk to it.
She blamed a black man for this. Now, when you ever call the cops, they're gonna if you ever been in a situation like this, and
they're gonna round them all
they're
up.
gonna round everybody up. And none of them did anything. And they're going to be like, we ain't seen nobody. There's nobody been out here. They're not going to believe them.
This woman is so sick. Ladies, now that you find out, black women specifically, now that you found out what this woman is really about, y'all should be attacking her to the fullest extent, because she's putting black men in danger, because she's putting this narrative that we're attacking y'all, that we don't care about y'all. And the reality is she don't care about herself. She's so hurt. Some black men hurt her.
Yes.
So much that she's out here just
blaming
nonsense, trying to get money and fame.
And this is why a lot of nowadays men tend to mind their business.
For this bullshit right here.
Because you don't really know
what's real and what's not.
What's not.
How many times you see a man and woman fighting, and you try to jump in, and she started whooping you. Don't hit my man. You don't. That's
they just start bashing black men all across the world because we're trying to hold her accountable, like we did Carly Russell. The facts is, this was a hoax for viral views and the $32,000 that she's already raised on her GoFundMe, which she's done before.
Shout out to this brother on TikTok. I'll leave the link below for you to see the rest. The woman totally lied. You even had a nurse who claimed that she put that solution in her face to get it to swell up and went to their clinic to get it drained out.
Are you kidding me? This woman injected herself with something to make her look like she just. I even said when it happened, I said, damn, the thing looks bigger than when she first did the video.
Yeah.
I thought maybe because it swole up.
Was there any bruising? And because we did say it looked kind of weird.
She went to the hospital for them to drain it out. So, I mean, the nonsense that this woman was, the link she was trying to go to cover up her lies.
You know who contacted me? The nurse. The nurse from the alleged hospital was not a hospital. It was a clinic. And this is what she had to say. Yes, she came in to get the saline extracted from the side of her face, which means she never.
That's the end of the video. Well, at that, I mean, what else can you say? But understand, whatever somebody just presents to you, you don't have to take that as face value. Sometimes you got to be a free thinker and say, okay, let's not, because the problem is, you know why y'all jump to her defense? The real reason, ladies, y'all jump to her defense is because subconsciously you have a hatred and a prejudice towards black men. You think you want to believe we're that way. You want to believe what the media and social media tells us, what governments tell us, that black men are dangerous, that they don't care about black women, that they hate women, that they're, they despise women. And that's farthest from the truth. The real problem is they got people like this who are out here faking to tell a narrative to hurt their own people for their own monetary value.
Yeah. And that's the part that's the most damaging. Like, look what it did for the last couple of weeks when the video came out. It put man against woman.
And me and my sister were arguing about this
all over again.
And I said, that don't make sense. You don't care about black women. No, I just don't think it made sense. And it clearly didn't. So I can't wait to show this to my sister, to say, maybe you might not know everything you think you know.
I'm curious to hear what she says.
I can pretty much guarantee you she's still going to say, I still think you hate women. Regardless of the fact that this woman has made you hate men more for something we didn't even do.
It just feeds into just the nonsense.
Like, go ahead.
Will she at least admit, okay,
she was wrong?
She was wrong and she lied.
110% no. My sister is the type, I don't know. I'm not going to sit there and judge her right now. She might say, okay, I was wrong. But she and maybe she'll understand now where I'm coming from about your character means a lot for men to just come to your rescue. We don't just deal with messy people because you need help all of a sudden.
I bet though, if those guys on the corner didn't know her, like if she just showed up out of the blue with that, they would have helped her.
They would be like, "Yo, let me get you to the hospital or
Yeah.
something." I really believe humans look out for each other if necessary. But we're not just going to look out for the person that we think cry wolf all the time. We're not doing that. You shouldn't even expect men to try to look out for all women, because all women are not true people. They're not like, they have a lot of people have a lot of demons in them. You know what I mean? To the point where they have ulterior motives of why they're doing what they're doing. They're not genuine. And the real deal is, the people who tell the most truth are the ones people hate the most.
Yeah.
The reason a lot of people don't like me or feel I'm a certain way is because I do tell my truth. I do tell them what I feel about certain things, and maybe they don't agree with it, and that's okay. We are allowed to have different. We don't agree with everything I say or you. So, but the ones who always, those are chameleons who try to agree with everybody else. They don't. You're gonna love them because they stroking your ego. Now, let's move on to the next thing. I just wanted to let y'all know what we found out the truth about that whole story. Now, like I said, messy people come in all shapes and sizes. They really do. And honestly, I think y'all know me long enough to know I really don't care how people view me. Because honestly, your opinion about somebody is like an asshole. Everybody got one. You should have an opinion about yourself. As long as you know who you are, that's all that really matters. But I did something today because one of my family members feel that I am what they call a misogynist. And for a lot of people don't really know what misogynists are. But what the definition of a misogynist is: a person who dislikes, despises, or is strongly prejudiced towards women. That's what a misogynist is. It's not a person who disagrees with a female. It's not a person who calls out a female for doing something inappropriate. It's a person who is prejudiced towards a female, okay, and actually does not like them. So I posted on Facebook. I said, ladies, tell me your true opinion about my if am I a person that is strongly prejudiced of women, dislikes women, and despises women. And this is the results that we got. So I'm gonna read them out. All right. I told you I'd do this because I care less about really what they feel, but I'm gonna see what they say. So the first one, and my sister, she posted, but that ain't even that. Okay, so a guy did say no. I don't know why a guy said something, because I asked ladies. One girl said yes. So we're gonna do a tally. Let's just do a tally, y'all. With the yeses and the nos. All right. So we got one yes. We got two yes. We got three yes. We got one no. We got two no's. We have a yes. We have a no. We have a no. I'm not gonna count this one. It's a guy, but he did say no. We have a girl, no. We have a yes. We have a laugh emoji. We have a no. Never got the vibe from. Okay, that's a no. A yes. A yes. Somebody now look. Okay, I'll tell you this in a second. Yes. And yes. Oh no, my bad. That's 2 yeses from the same person, which is never mind. We're not gonna count that. Okay, so right now it's 8-7 with the yeses versus the nos. The yeses are winning by 1. Y'all go on my Facebook and tell me what y'all think. Put a yes or no on there if y'all think I'm a so-called misogynist.
And let me add this because we talked about this briefly. Tell them why.
Yeah, tell me why.
Know why. Now, I'm thinking it's maybe things you've said on the podcast or things that people maybe heard you say at work.
So this is the thing that I've realized. We in our society put a lot of labels on stuff, misogynist, toxic masculinity, but a lot of the people who use these words and phrases can't even define what they are and can't even give you an example of when you're doing it. So my thing is, I ask y'all, if you're going to say yes, tell me why. If you can't say why, then maybe you should ask yourself why you even say yes.
I'm gonna try to play devil's advocate here for a second. Maybe because I've heard you say a lot. So maybe when you say things like women are like children. I've heard you say this before. And maybe that's what they're taking it as, you're calling them children.
Okay, let me ask you this. Do women take accountability?
Most times, no.
Do children take accountability?
Most times, no.
Do children...
Listen,
hold up. I'm going to explain why I say what I'm saying.
Okay.
Not because I think women are less than men. I think they're different from men.
Yes, you see how you say it there. I think it's just how they're receiving it.
Okay,
what makes you think, oh, well, he doesn't like women. I think it's because a lot of things you say sound negative about women, and maybe that's why they think you hate women.
Most don't even know the real definition of misogynist. Yeah,
that's true. I just told him I don't know the definition. That's why I don't use.
I had to tell you. Yeah, explain it to you.
I don't use the word,
and I say this too. I don't use words I don't know the meaning of, and if I use a word. Or if I hear a word, I'm going to go look up the meaning and see if the person who's using it, are they using it correctly? You can't go by words and just make your own mind up of what the word means. That's not what words are supposed to be used for. So now, yeah, we do use them and change them, the meanings of stuff sometimes.
Yes,
but
that's what slang is for.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, when I go and ask these people, a lot of the women that I've seen say yes are women who either I've dated and we're no longer dealing with each other like that no more, and we didn't have a so-called, I guess, good experience.
Okay,
in our
so maybe they're taking whatever experience they've had with you.
Yes,
made them think that.
Well, no, I just think that they're hurt. That's my opinion.
Okay,
but they could be taking that as, to call somebody a misogynist is a real strong. That's a strong statement to call somebody. That's like calling somebody a racist. That's like calling somebody to me, that's like calling somebody a rapist.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
You can't use these phrases and not have proof about it. Show me where I've actually said I hate women. Or I might not view. And when I say it, I'm just gonna explain myself, and that's the last time I'm explaining with that part, what you said about me saying women are like children. Just like a child needs guidance, a woman needs guidance. That's not to say she can't do things. It's just women need guidance from men. That's it. That's not a misogynistic thing. Women don't make decisions. They do as a whole. I'm not saying individually. As a whole, I think we all can agree that women struggle sometimes with making definite decisions on things. There's a reason why they have this "Are you dating my man?" website on
man.
Facebook, because women can't go in their own gut and say, I don't think this man's being truthful, I'm not going to deal with him anymore. They need solidified proof, confirmation, because otherwise they can't make a decision, right?
They're gonna make a decision based off
of the proof they have,
the facts.
I don't and let me say this, I, as a man, I don't need that. I don't need proof to know of how I'm feeling. If you make me feel like you're cheating on me, I don't want to be around you.
Well, what if it isn't true?
I don't care.
You're just gonna cut it?
If I feel like you're being dishonest, if you make me feel like you're being dishonest and you're doing sneaky things, I'm not going to sit around and try to find out if these things are true. I'm going to be like, yo, the way you're moving, this is how I'm feeling. And if you don't change how you're moving, I'm not going to be around you no more. Now, if that's my own insecurities, that's what it is. Because at the end of the day, it's still not going to work with us.
Yeah, okay.
Because let's say I do post something on a Facebook page that tells me I'm is you dating my friend, and nothing comes up. Guess what I'm gonna think? Well, that person, why would they tell me anyway? They're trying to hide it. I gotta go deeper into a hole of non-trusting. Why even put myself through that? That's how I feel. But women will do that. So that's what I'm saying. It's the same way where you say, where you want to eat? That's a conundrum right there for me.
Okay, every man has been through this.
Exactly.
And women have told me in the past, I don't want to make any decisions.
So if a woman tells you I don't want to make decisions, what does that sound like to you?
I guess I see what you're saying. I see your point.
No. What does it sound like to you?
It sound like a child. I see that's what I mean.
So because I'm not scared to say those things, they take it in a different way because no one says that to them. A man's not going to tell a woman, you remind me of a child, and she take that in a positive way. I'm not saying it in a positive or negative way. I'm just saying how I observe it.
Yeah, I know. And I used to fight you on this all the time.
Yes.
Until I seen women say it online. I was like, you know what? You win.
You got to hear it from the horse's mouth.
And that's the sad thing is that's the advice I gave to you. I said, if you want to say something, let one of their own say it. And I think they'll accept it better. But
men have this site too. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but have you seen the site though? It's not.
Let me say this.
It's not.
You have a woman site where it says 55,000 people, and then you got a site of 1,002 men. The difference is not the same. Men, and I'm gonna just say this for the men who do this, how weak do you look trying to find out who this woman else is dealing with? Who cares? If she want to deal with you alone, she'll deal with you alone. If she want to deal with other people, let her deal with other people. Move around. She ain't the only person in the sea.
Yeah, this site it's rough because
if I'm married to you and I gotta go online to post your picture to see if anybody's dealing with you, I shouldn't be married to you.
That's rough. We've seen
married people. Yes. We've seen people who are engaged. We've seen people who are in a so-called exclusive relationship. I've seen people who aren't in exclusive relations, but they lied to the women, saying that they're not talking to other people. I don't have no shame in my game. I ain't gonna lie to women. I've told them I've talked to other women. I've told them this. Now, whether they want to hear that, that's on them. Whether they want to accept that, that's on them. At the end of the day, I've never lied to a woman because I personally feel like lying makes me feel like a child.
I get what you're saying.
So for them to post me or post anybody who's telling the truth about whether you like the truth or not, that's messy. That's a messy person. And for what I'm saying, and let me just go ahead. Because I keep it 100 on our podcast. I was on one of those are you dating my man type things. And we've had a couple friends like that have been on this on that website. Some have gotten comments, some have gotten no comments. I personally feel like it's messy.
Well, here goes a minute, because I've had a conversation about this.
Talk to me.
Now, somebody we know was on there, and he said, and he admitted, he actually, this is how we found out about it. Like, he came to us and showed it to us. And he said, he admitted about 3 or 4, but he said, but the problem with that is people were on there who he didn't even know.
That were commenting?
Okay, I went out with him on this.
That's what I'm saying.
And he was just like, I don't even know.
But see, this is what I'm getting at. For you as a person, if you have to listen to other people to make a decision, you don't make decisions. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
I don't, and the reason I say this, I made this poll for a family member who felt I was a misogynist. I told them after I made the post, I said, I could care less of what anybody says, whether it be yes, he's a misogynist or no, he's a misogynist. Because you know why? I know me. I know myself. I'm a man. I know myself. I don't need to, no one has to tell me my character. I know what my character is for myself. So as long as I'm okay with it, I don't care what the next person says about it. You could tell me I'm a liar and I know I'm not. I don't care that you're telling me that. That's a lie. So what I'm saying is the fact that somebody says I'm a misogynist, I know that's a lie. So I would never accept what they're saying. It doesn't matter if they told me the truth or didn't tell me. I'm going to accept what I say for myself. So what I'm saying is, if for a person, a man or a woman, if you have to get other people's opinion to make a decision about a person, you are not a decision maker. You don't know how to make decisions for yourself. You need other people's approval.
Or maybe, and like I said, devil's advocate for a second.
Talk to me.
Maybe it's like, getting the Carfax on you. Because I don't know I don't know who put that up.
That's why I say stuff. Women do, men don't. Okay, go ahead.
It's like getting the Carfax on somebody. That's because we don't know who put it up.
Okay,
and
go ahead.
Maybe they and who's to say they can read all this stuff about you, whether it's true or not. They can still want to date you.
So why even deal with it? Why even take what they're saying?
I mean, I guess to get a better picture. I don't know. Like
okay,
I said, I'm playing devil's advocate.
So I'm gonna play devil's advocate right back with you, bro.
Okay.
All right. Let's say I'm a man. I'm talking to a female, and I post on one of the websites, fellas, how many of y'all slept with her? Post under the comments. Let me know the tea about her. Do you not think that's a disrespectful thing to do?
Yeah.
Why?
I do feel it because I'm gonna be real with you, because I had this conversation with somebody else. I said putting somebody up. I said you don't know because
you're just trusting strangers to tell you the truth about somebody else and their experience.
And I told this person about this. I said you don't understand. I know people that been on the site, and then our coworkers found out. Everybody found out.
Everybody found out they met.
And it's embarrassing to this person as a whole.
And you don't know, but the thing is, you're taking what people are saying online as facts. Yeah. We just showed you a woman who did a whole host about saying she got attacked, and that was a lie. Stop listening to other people and be free thinkers. Decide for yourself. I might be one of the most horrible persons to somebody, right? Their experience might be Canteen is a trash person, but then to the next person, they might say, man, he one of the realest people I ever known and cool as hell. I can't tell them that they're wrong, but I can't tell them that the next person is wrong. You gotta, like, if you dealing with somebody, just deal with them and expect and take what they're giving you as face value. If you can't trust your own intuition about somebody, then you need to realize you're a naive person. And maybe just you should let your parents decide who you date. If you can't think about on your own decision if they're a genuine person or not, if I got in my gut, you're not genuine, I just won't deal with you. Because I'm that naive.
Yeah, well, if somebody's not genuine, they're gonna show it sooner or later.
Exactly. But the problem with the internet and social media, we've been so used to immediate gratification that women and the men who are on these type of websites, they don't want to wait for that person to show their hand. They don't want to wait a month or a week or two to see if this person is who they say they are, because they're ready to just move. Like, if you're not who you say you are, let me move on right now.
If I wish it were that simple.
Yeah,
I wish it were, but
shout out to you, Skins. What up, bro? It's crazy. It's crazy out here, man. Let's get into some more videos. I don't know. I just can't wait to show my sister that. That's all I know.
Petty level 10.
Mm-hmm. Let's get into this last video. Where is it? Right here. Is it this one? No. I don't know where I put it. Oh, Facebook. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. My bad. I got it now. Let's get it. All right.
Been going on dates for the past 2 weeks. When I say I'm not satisfied, this what the fuck I got to choose. When you take me on a date, you open up my fucking door. You open up the door. You pull out the chart if it's a chart, and you cut my fucking steak if it's a steak. I'm always gonna order a steak to see if you got some fucking home training, hoe. If you take a female on a date, she order a steak, you cut it. The fuck? They pre-cut it, then you cut it. Be a gentleman. Be the gentleman. You trying to gently touch on this ass? Do the work. Do the work. We going on multiple dates. You want some ass from me? We going on multiple dates. We putting in effort. Bitch, we doing what we got to do to get some ass. Fuck on.
All right. So, she just said, cut my steak up.
Okay. There is such a thing as being a gentleman.
No, hold on. Before you even go further, who cuts people's steak up?
I'm just about to say, there is such a thing as going too far.
No.
You cut children's steak.
Exactly.
Cut
see where I get this shit from? Y'all make it too easy for me. I don't make this up.
Man.
Y'all treat yourselves like y'all children. You talking about, oh, you need to cut my steak up. First off, the attitude and the masculinity that's coming off of her, I see why you probably don't attract gentlemen. A gentleman is not going to be around that type of woman. You might look pretty, you might look all glamored up, but the reality is you got a stank attitude.
She said, cut my steak.
Let's go back and watch it one more time. Because let me hear what she said.
On dates for the past 2 weeks. When I say I'm not satisfied, this was
pause. You've been going on dates for the last 2 weeks. So that lets me know you're talking to multiple men, because no man takes a woman on dates 2 weeks in a row. Different places multiple dates for 2 weeks in a row. No man does that. So for you to be going on multiple dates 2 weeks in a row, you're talking to multiple men. So you've already shown you're out here socially dating everybody. So the fact is, if I know you're out here talking to multiple men, I don't need to treat you a certain way of like hierarchy. You are not exclusive. You're not trying to really get to know me. You're just trying to get treated a certain way.
What the fuck I got to choose? When you take me on a date, you open up my fucking door.
I don't think no man, and I mean no man, that wants to open up a door with that type of attitude.
No. Unfortunately, no.
See, she's the type of person, I can already tell, that will portray a very wholesome type woman, right? A very respectable type woman, but then slowly but surely her true attitude will come out, and she'll show you her ignorant ratchet side of when she doesn't get what she wants. This comes out.
You open up the door. You pull out the chart if it's a chart, and you cut my fucking steak if it's a steak. I'm always gonna order a steak to see if you got some fucking home training, hoe.
I've never, and I've gone on dates with women who've had steak. I've never cut their meat. What the hell? What are you talking about? That's some real child treatment right there. My mother used to cut my pizza.
I can guarantee that's where everything goes left.
And I'm not, and then this is what I'm getting from her. We're out eating, and then I'm eating my food. She's got her steak, and she just got her hands crossed, waiting, just sitting there. And I'm like, "What you doing? You don't want to eat food? You need to cut it. What? You need to cut my steak." See, demanding a man to do something because you feel he should do something, that's half the problem with certain women. They want to determine what a man is. You don't know what men are. You can't determine what men are. Just know what you feel. If you want somebody you want a little servant, you want a I guess a butler, get one of those. Don't go out with a man thinking that he's supposed to do these things because he's a man. Just go out with a person, have fun, and if he does those things, cool. If he doesn't, take him as he is. You think I care? I'm not asking a woman to cut my steak.
No, you look weird.
Look, if that's the case, if you were talking about like that, I could have easily said, "Well, you know what? We don't even need to be out to eat. You should be cooking dinner." Now, you see how that sound?
Yeah,
that sound misogynistic, don't it? And I guess you know the definition of the opposite of a misogynist?
What's that?
A philosophness. A philosophness. A philosophness is a woman who like admires women, like they don't see nothing wrong with women. Women can do no wrong. So I was like, yo, I did not know that word.
You take a female on a date, she orders steak, you cut it. The fuck? They pre-cut it, then you cut it. Be a gentleman. Be the gentleman. You trying to gently touch on this ass? Do the work.
I don't even want to know.
My thing is, I would like to know when people have rules like this, when women have rules like this, I don't know where do they come from?
They come from guys who don't follow none of those rules that she done gave ass to. See, fellas, when a woman tells you certain rules, she says, I have to live by, that's a shit test. That's bullshit. She's not going to do that. You look at her like she's crazy and move on about your day, because any woman that's trying to set rules for how you're supposed to act around her, she's setting the tone of how she's going to be with you. Any woman who really likes a man, she's not going to say anything about how the rules are going to be played. She ain't feeling you. The reason she's going out with these multiple men who's taking her out, she's not feeling those men. That's why she's coming with all this bullshit, talking about, you got to cut my steak. Man, I'd have took that steak, put it on my plate, and here you go. And I started eating that motherfucker. What's wrong with you? Get out of here with that. And I'm paying for it? Come on, man.
Do the work. We're going on multiple dates. You want some ass from me? We're going on multiple dates. We putting in effort. Bitch, we doing what we got to do to get some ass.
Man, take this $40 and go on, open them legs. You talking about? That's what I feel with her. Because at that point, why even deal with all that nonsense with her? You already don't. She got an attitude. Look, take this $40 special. If you that, I'm saying, if I'm not that pressed with it, I don't care about her to give me ass. I'm at a point in my life, and I'm pretty sure you are too, where if you make me feel annoyed, I don't want the ass.
Yeah, I've been down that road.
Kick rocks. Go down the street. Go find a sucker. Okay, because you ain't gonna find one over here. But fellas, if you gotta deal with all that, just give her the $40 special. If you that pressed about the ass, here $40. She'll take it. She'll take it. Because her attitude shows she'll take it.
I don't get life anymore.
He said, guaranteed it's women's in the comments like that's fully agree with her. Well, you know what? If they do, they probably in the same position as her, trying to go on multiple dates. Ain't nobody claiming her ass.
Well, that's my thing. I've said this before. Like, you go on dates for multiple days for 2 weeks, and you try this cut the steak thing, and no man has done it. Why are you trying the same things over and over that don't work? It's not getting the results you want.
It's called being gullible. You think you're gonna get the same results, the same things, because you feel like supposed. No, it really, this is what it is. It's not about her results. She knows her results are gonna fail because she's already not feeling those guys. She should wait for a guy she actually is feeling, the one she wants to be like a lady towards, and because she's acting too masculine, that means she's not feeling him. Any woman who acts masculine, she's not feeling that guy. The women who act real girly and they can't like even look at you in the eyes, and they're blushing and they got butterflies and they're real quiet around you. Those are the women who are gonna be like, yo, they're not gonna say, cut my steak. They're gonna be like, oh my God, he cooked me out. Oh my God, he bought me a steak. She's gonna be grateful for anything he do. All right, now let's get to some more stuff, man. Last video, and then we're gonna get up out of here, y'all. Not being afraid. Oh, so before I get into this video, I want to tell y'all I went to the Jets won. The Jets won. My team won. I told everybody my team was gonna win. I went to the game and I had a great time. For all y'all I'm gonna post some pictures on my Facebook. I had a sombrero hat, I had a cape, I had my shirt off, and I had my stunner shades on, and I had a blast. And ain't nobody can tell me otherwise, because right now the Jets are in first place. Anybody else got something to say? Let's get into this next video. All right. It says Tyrese Gibson says his ex-wife assured him before the marriage that she didn't want his money. Signed a prenup, but is now using loopholes to access his wealth. I could have told you that. Okay, let's get into it.
A sundress, and prior I realized that this was a woman that was very simple, who I met in a $12 sundress, and prided herself on being simple. And I don't care about money, stars, celebrities. I don't need to live and be around. I'm a simple girl. Now you want $20,000 a month for a 1-year-old. Now you've hired 3 law firms. My prenuptial agreement was so detailed and so extensive. My lawyer whispered, she had her own lawyer to negotiate on her behalf. My lawyer, Tanya Mitchell Graham, said to me, I can't believe you got her to sign this. And I said, well, the reason I got her to sign it is because she said to me specifically, this ain't mine. That's your publishing. Those your cars. It's your house. And if we ever separated because I didn't get in this for any of that, I will sign every piece of paperwork that reflects that I don't want none of that. To then want nothing more than to show a nigga that that's all she wants. But the prenup.
All right. So
okay.
I'm gonna let you start it off.
Devil's advocate again.
Talk to me.
She could have been telling the truth when she first met him. Okay. Now, whatever happened in their marriage and their divorce, he could have cheated, whatever. It could be a woman scorn. You treated me this way, now I'm gonna get some get back. Okay. So that's my take on it. She could have told him the truth when she first said it. But then now that things go south, all the gloves come out. Listen, I've been part of a divorce, so I know.
That's why I was gonna let you go first.
They try to come for you. And you gotta,
Okay, so let me ask you this. Do you think she's wrong? Because I feel like most women, if a man said going into the marriage, this is where I'm at, this is what I want for us, if it ends, they should honor that what he said initially, right?
And she agreed to it. Yeah, they should honor what they had in the beginning.
So ultimately, what she's doing is she's saying she can't get money from here, from the estate. So now, because they have a child together, she's saying I need $20,000 a month for a 1-year-old.
Okay, now I do agree the child needs to be taken care of. I do agree. $20,000 though.
Yeah.
Okay. What are you doing?
You know what she's doing. She's trying to get the bag.
That's why I say woman scorn, like she coming for.
No, let me just listen up, fellas. Come in close. I don't care what they tell you. any woman that is born a woman wants the bag. If you got the bag, she wants it. It ain't got nothing to do with you. It ain't don't get tricked into thinking she wants the bag, because ultimately security is the bag, and women, that's what they need. They want security. So the reality is, whether you think it's not, she's going to try to make sure she leaves secured. She's never going to leave something that she ain't secured on. And if you think it's that, oh, she won't do that to me, yes, she will. Her nature will always override what the hell she's telling you. And her nature is, I got to be secured. I got to make sure me and my kids are secured. Because if you think you're going to leave me and get with another female and they're going to be in this mansion and I'm going to be back on the street. That's why I say start at the bottom and work your way up with a woman. Don't give her Ruth's Chris or whatever the fancy restaurants for a first date, because wherever you start, you can't go below. That's just how women work. So when she was having that $12 sundress, right? And then he went and bought them Prada shoes and took her on yachts and all that other stuff. Once she got the finer things,
she had a taste for it.
Come on, man. Y'all ever been to a fancy restaurant and had some really bomb ass food? Mm-hmm. The bill $140, $200, $300. I ain't gonna sit there in front of y'all. I ain't never had no bill no $300-$400 because woo. But $150, guess what? The food tastes different. You ever been in first class? The seats feel different. Once you go first class, it's real hard to go back. You go back, you be like, oh, this shit is
these peasants.
Yeah, these fucking peasants. Get these pretzels out of my goddamn face. You know what I'm saying? Where them damn sweet potato chips that you be in first class? So, what he said, Miami gonna win y'all division though. Man, cool out. I already know that was probably Hojak or somebody who said some craziness. What up? What's good, y'all? Yeah. At the end of the day, you gotta trust that a woman is going to secure herself. It ain't about you. It's just that's just woman nature to secure herself. So I tell every man, if you can get a prenup, and let her get a prenup, but understand if you get a prenup that secure her not to get the bag, the next step for her is them kids. She gonna make sure she get the bag some way, somehow. The fact that your old lady didn't get the bag is
it's a miracle.
She's hurting. She's hurting right now.
It's so
I don't know her, but she's hurting because no woman will ever feel like a success if they get married and whatever they came in with, they left with. That's not a move for women. Tell me if I'm wrong, y'all. I know y'all gonna say whatever you're gonna say, just like that lady said whatever she had to say to get into the position she was in. Nah, she already in her position. You can leave me all you want. Guess what? These kids, I'm getting my money.
$20.
Now I think that's crazy. There should be a cap.
It needs to be like
why we can't talk about that? Why can't there be a cap for children? You cannot tell me that $20,000 is being spent on that child. I think I saw one video where there was a girl who was having she got like $15,000 or $20,000 worth of child support a month, and she was getting lipo, she was getting all kind of butt injections and stuff on the child support money.
Well, there's this it's like child support court. I watch this lady all the time, and there's a formula she follows. She calculates. I guess there's a formula you follow with how much money is made and things like that, and she does basic numbers.
Oh, I know you're talking about that black
lady. And then she asked the question, okay, well, why do you need this much money? Why you want this much money? How much is school? They got to provide some sort of proof.
Yeah.
To have that.
Let me see. Now I'm about to show y'all this real quick. This is Dr. Dre's. Shout out to Skins. Appreciate you sending the content. This is Dr. Dre's. It says Dr. Dre's wife breaks down why she needs $2 million a month and spousal support. Let me just say right now,
Michael Jordan.
yeah, it's a cry face.
Oh,
let me say right now, there's nothing you can tell me to make me understand why you need $2 million a month in spousal support. Miss me with that. Okay.
well, she could claim devil's advocate again. She can claim
no. There's
what
nothing you can claim that needs
called?
$2 million, dude.
What is it called? No, there's a phrase for it. Keep going. I'll think
the
of the
breakdown for the spousal support, laundry and cleaning, $10,000 a month. For clothes, $135,000 a month. You hear that? For clothes, she makes more. She needs more money than I make in a year for clothes. Telephone and cell phone, $20,000. How many cell phones are you having that takes $20,000 a month to pay for? You better get you an unlimited plan, call it a day. Education. Oh shit, you got the code. Why you need education? $80,000 a month. Entertainment, $900,000 a month. Charitable contributions, $125,000 a month. A mortgage, $100,000 a month, and the miscellaneous expenses. Her entertainment is $900,000.
What are you doing?
Why are we not just still together? At this point, I'm still married to you without actually being married and without actually getting any benefits of being with you. I don't get no sex. I don't get no cooking of food. I don't get nothing from you.
She can claim what do you call it when you used to living like that?
Oh,
a lot of people do. It's, you got to remember too, he's a billionaire too. So you got, once again, devil's advocate, she could claim she used to living like that.
So if he lost all his money, then what?
Back on the streets.
I'll tell you, this is how petty I'll be. Knowing that when you're famous, you're never really ever broke. I give all my money away.
That's the next level.
I would give all my fucking money away. The fact that I'm Dr. Dre, I could do features. I could do club events. Mm-hmm. I could do TV show appearances. I could do whatever just to pay ends meet for me. I give all of my fucking money away. I give it to a charitable. I would literally give all the money to a charity.
But what if you end up like Jeff Bezos? He gave his ex-wife whatever.
Hey, he gave her half.
And then his wealth like doubled, almost tripled after he left her.
I really believe this. A person who has an abundance mindset will always have whatever they need. Mm-hmm. So the reality is, just to get her off of me where she can't feed from the titty no more, I'm giving everybody the money. I'm going to look, take it. I'm going to give it to the kids. I'm going to give it to whoever, but she ain't getting it. She won't be getting it.
Or that one soccer player who put everything in his mother's name.
Should have did that. I don't know, man. There's a lot of messy people out in this world.
Yeah, we were talking about the cheat code. That's
cheat code crazy. All right. Anything else you want to talk about before we get the hell up out of here?
No, I'm good, man. I think we did enough.
I think, like I said, you got to know how to deal with messy people. And I say, don't deal with them. That's what it comes down to, y'all. Hey, I'm your boy Canteen. This is my man Beans.
Y'all have a good weekend.
Hey, it's Social Norm. Hey, today's Friday. Go do something with yourself. Love yourself, fellas. Don't let these women stress you out. And ladies, don't let the men stress you out. Go ahead and do your thing. We'll see y'all on Monday, man. We out this thing.
That's got to be racist.
Daddy.